Well, hey, LTD family, welcome back for another episode of the Morning Huddle. It's the week of July 22nd through the 28th. I'm Sam.
And I'm Courtney.
And we are so excited to start another week with you guys. And we're going to jump right into our problem resolution and empathy series. So we're on tip number 4 of 5. And this tip this week is called Seek Collaboration. And their recommendation is involving the guests, asking the guest, what solution, what outcome would you be most satisfied with? And I think it's such a unique concept and such a great idea to really find out, be intentional about seeking collaboration with the guest and finding opportunities to strategically present solutions, right, that, that actually meet the needs of the guest before assuming anything.
Absolutely, Sam. I completely agree with you on that. I feel like our first mindset in this business is to think that the first thing the guest wants is money off. When in all actuality, what I've learned in my tenure is that the guest pretty much wants to be heard. That's the very first thing. And if you can pick up on the cues that, like we talked about with the empathy last week, if you're picking up on those cues, that conversation can turn into that collaboration that they're speaking on. And you can help the guest come up with something that works for not only the guest, but as well as the property, because that's the ultimate goal.
Yes, absolutely. And I really appreciated the commentary here about balancing expectations and knowing that, hey, sometimes, right, the guest's expectations may be a little bit unrealistic or just outside of the parameters that we've been empowered, to deploy against, or just outside of reality at all, right? But hey, how do we balance those expectations and still find a way to make sure that they know that we've heard them, that we value their feedback, and that we're listening and want to find a way to come to some sort of resolution. So, seeking collaboration, communicating with them, and taking the time to listen is oftentimes the best way to resolve these issues. So,
well, one thing I do, Sam, I do tell my team to listen with the intent to understand. Don't just hear what the guest is saying and say, I hear you. If you're listening with the intent to understand, you can grasp exactly what the guest is asking for. And then the both of you can come together when you're having that conversation. You just don't want to make it seem as though it is transactional.
Yeah. And it's just like you mentioned last week about being authentic.
Absolutely.
Not feeling overly scripted, that this is, you've taken the time to listen to understand, and it's an authentic response to a unique challenge or unique problem. So great insights again this week. We are, next week, we'll hear the 5th and final tip for our problem resolution series, and we'll I'm sure have some great insights there. But now we get to move on to our celebrations, and we're going to jump right in this week to birthdays. And we are going to start with our birthday, July 22nd, Miss Sandy Fishbein, who oversees the sales and marketing initiatives for our Super Chicks and Your Pie. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And on July 25th, we have Richard Corporal of Spring Hill, Norfolk. Happy birthday.
All right, July 27th, we have Miss T at LTD Corporate and Everett at the Holiday Inn Express Chesapeake.
Happy birthday. Then we have July 28th, we have Carmen, is it Baynard? Am I saying that right? Miss Carmen, happy birthday, Spring Hill Suites.
Yeah. And that was it for the birthdays. We had a short week this week, but we have some very, very exciting work anniversaries coming up. And we're going to start with July 23rd. We have Luis, 2 years at the Residence Inn Norfolk Airport. Congratulations.
And then we have July 25th. We have Miss Q, 13 years at the Spring Hill, Norfolk. Oh, congratulations. Happy work anniversary.
Yes, we are so grateful for you, Q. 26th, we have Miss Kiera, 10 years. That's a huge milestone, Kiera, at the Element Hampton. And then we have Miguel, 3 years at the Residence Inn Norfolk Airport. Congratulations and thank you so much for your years of service.
July 27th, Mr. Robert Rappaport.
Yep.
Am I saying that right?
You got it.
26 years at the DoubleTree. That is amazing. So happy work anniversary.
Incredible. 26 years. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Robert, for 26 years of faithful service. We are so grateful to have you a part of the DoubleTree team there. And on the 28th, Antonio Lewis, 1 year, Spring Hill Suites, Norfolk. Like we say every time, 1 year or 26 years, we are thankful for every time you all show up to serve. You show up to serve our guests and your teammates, and for that, we are so thankful. And speaking about gratitude, I'm so excited to express our gratitude for the star player of the week this week. We have Miss Terry Neal, who is our front desk supervisor at the Delta Chesapeake.
Terry has been instrumental in our success with the new Capes project. She consistently handles last-minute changes with grace and efficiency, managing everything from flight adjustments to weather delays, ensuring that our Capes guests are well accommodated. Over the past weekend alone, Terry expertly managed numerous phone calls to make the necessary adjustments. In addition to her outstanding work on Capes, Terry also achieved remarkable results in June by signing up 90 guests for the Marriott Bonvoy program, almost single-handedly reaching our hotel's goal of 98. That is amazing.
Yes.
Her exceptional performance likely places her among the top associates in Marriott for guest signups this month. Thank you, Terry, for your unwavering commitment and exceptional contributions. And that came from Mike, the general manager of the Delta Chesapeake.
Awesome. 90 out of 98. Woo, girl, that's incredible.
Yes, yes.
And just from a selfish perspective, your work on Capes on that particular group is so important, and we are very, very thankful, as it's such a valuable piece of business, not just for the Delta, but for the entire LTD portfolio. So Terry, thank you so much. We are so grateful for everything that Mike said, and I'm sure so much more. And for that, a $50 gift card and, of course, a big thank you is coming your way. And, of course, we like to encourage you all. Please feel free to connect with us on Break Room, or you can email us directly. We would love to hear from you as you continue to shout out how your fellow teammates are living out the values of LTD. And with that, Courtney, I think that wraps us up.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's lean in.
And get better
together. Awesome. We hope you guys have such a great week.
Bye-bye.